The Rosie and Bill Show wish to thank our primary sponsors. The Malin Agency, located in Springfield, PA, where they take pride in exceeding expectations every time.
The Roselli Agency. Brian and his team of insurance professionals have been serving the needs of Chester County for more than 2 decades.
Anthony DeCecco and our friends at Tennis Addiction are ready to serve all your tennis needs at their beautiful facility in Exton, PA.
Luck of the draw wasn't on his side tonight. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Alright, steady in the chute, holding my breath. How many times can I say this prayer? In 8 seconds, our life flashes before my eyes. You keep telling me, baby, it's our last ride. You're not the only one out there holding on tight. Heart's beating out my chest. We've got 4 seconds left. So baby.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Rosie and Bill Show. Our guest this week is an accomplished dancer, an award-winning choreographer, and a chart-topping singer-songwriter from the land down under. Please welcome to the Rosie and Bill Show, a woman from the future, JD Reynolds. JD, welcome to the show.
Hello, Rosie. Hello, Bill. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to speak with you.
Bill, you've got
JD,
to
we
tell
are
everyone.
so excited.
You've got to
Yeah.
tell everyone why she's from the future.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from the future because right now I'm 14 hours ahead of you, or I'm literally a day ahead of you. So if you want to know how your day is going to turn out the next day, just call me, guys. I'll let you know.
I may be checking in with you the next couple of weekends, if that's okay.
That's okay. You let me know. And you know what? People from the USA have been calling me before they go on a date saying, yo, how's this guy? Is he going to be all right?
Okay.
Hey, JD, I'm getting ready to buy a lottery ticket, so, you know.
Now, that's what we need to do. Powerball, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'll tell you, it's funny, JD. We've been so looking forward to this. And I have to tell you, your positivity, your energy, they are absolutely contagious. We love it. And you've taken versatility to a whole new level. Let me see if I get them all. Singer, songwriter, producer, dancer, choreographer, model, actress. Did I miss anything?
I can ride a pretty mean horse and I can surf all right too. That's pretty much that's it.
Wait a minute. Do we throw farmhand in there? Because we were supposed to do...
I will be soon. One of my good friends is coming into lambing season, so I'll be up there. I think they'll probably get me confused with all the lambs. I've got the same hair as them, but I'll get up there and give her a hand with lambing. It's so fun. I just love, I love it.
What is lambing?
It's when all the baby lambs are due to be born. And so it is hectic because you can imagine hundreds of sheep, giving birth pretty much all within a span of a few days within each other. So it's a lot of fun, and you just get dirty and have a big laugh, and then you just get all the loves and cuddles from the baby lamb.
That is so cute. Is everyone from Australia like you? Because I have a friend from Australia, and has that beautiful, joyful soul like you have. And I mean, it must be a fun country to go to, I'll tell you.
We're pretty laid back here. We're pretty chilled. The saying, no worries, mate, no worries. Someone could be telling you anything. Oh my goodness, this storm came in and my mate got hit by lightning and the tractor ran over his foot. Yeah, no worries, mate. All good. Should be right.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, along those lines then, JD, how has growing up in Australia shaped you as an artist, and where exactly are you from anyway?
So I'm from rural New South Wales, right in the heart of it. It is awesome out here. I just grew up as just a bouncy, bubbly, the world is my oyster country kid. I had the type of upbringing where you got up on the weekend and the sun rose, and then that would be it. You jump on your dirt bike or your quad and say, "See you, mum," and then you'd be home for a Vegemite sandwich at lunchtime if you're lucky. So it was a great childhood, and it allowed me just to be the wild, free, fun-loving, carefree spirit that I am, I think.
Wow, that is amazing. So how do you think all of that helped shape you into the artist and all the different fields that you're involved in?
Well, I believe that the childhood that I had and the teenage years that I had, it just allowed me to sing whatever I wanted, to not follow any kind of trends, because we don't follow trends out here. We're not a bunch of IT kids. We weren't when we weren't social media kids. We'd rather be out having a surf or mudding, or we'd rather be doing something like that. So when I started creating my sound, I had it in my head and nothing influenced that sound. It was just something that I've created myself. And I think it really just helped define my sound. I love it when people say, "We know your country. Man, you can sing, but you don't sound like anything else I've ever heard." And I love that. It's a big compliment for me. And I think that's how it really shaped me, because I just was never influenced by any outside forces.
Well, I was going to just say that it's a running theme that people, when they honor their truth and their authenticity and they're really comfortable in their own skin, that's when the magic happens.
I agree. And the funny thing is, I've got a really unique writing style as well. You won't see me sit down with a pen and paper or sit in a studio or sweating over my piano going, "Oh my God, what rhymes with, blue?" I don't write like that. If it doesn't come naturally to me, if it doesn't hit me in the heart, and I write most of my songs while I'm out having a surf. I'm on my surfboard and I'm waiting for a set to roll in, and I'm writing. I'm writing. I'm constantly thinking. I feel really close to God out there. I feel really spiritual out there. And then these songs just hit me. And then you'll see me frantically just trying to catch the next, even the crappiest wave to get in, just to get back to the 4x4 and just sing it and sit in the song, and then I won't write it down. I will not write it down. I feel that if I don't remember it by the end of the day or the following day, if I can't remember it, how do I expect my fans to remember it? Nah, not good enough. Next.
Wow. You may have
JD,
to change that when you get into your
Yeah.
80s. I'm just saying.
When I get into my what? Sorry.
Your 80s.
And I have to tell you, I was
Nah.
going to ask you if what it is about your lyrics and your sound that doesn't just resonate with people in Australia, it resonates with people around the world. But you just answered the question with everything you just said. I get it now.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing that I have such a wide fan base. It spreads all around the world, and I love Google Translate. Isn't it the best? So you translate what they're typing to you, and then obviously I type back, and then they translate it. And it's amazing how many people have connected and come together over my music. I've got a great social media family, and I think one of the reasons for that is that it's all me. The buck stops with me. I have no administration. If someone writes to me and says, "Hi, my name's Bob and my daughter's getting married to your song in a week's time," if I ever run into Bob and Bob comes up to me at a show and says, "Oh my God, JD, do you remember me? Bob, my daughter got married," I want to say, "Bob, dude, how'd the wedding go? Did you save me some cake, man?" So it's important to me.
You also, though, have your dancing and your choreography that you incorporate in everything. How does that help you as a singer-songwriter?
It helps me a lot, because when I'm in the studio and when we're tracking drums or tracking bass, I will stand there and say, no, as a dancer, I'm not feeling this. As a dancer, I'm not feeling these jumps. Can we try this? Can we try that? Can we put the kick here? Can we move this bass line to here? Can we make it a little bouncier? And then I will literally be dancing around the studio going, yeah, this is it. You know, this is the drum beat I need. So it's so cool to be able to have that gift and be in the studio and not only write as a singer and write as a songwriter, but I can also produce as a dancer, because it's important for me to have that feel in my heart.
Who introduced you to music?
My mum. She's awesome. She had a huge collection of records when she was young, and so she had me and brought me home from the hospital and had the greats playing in the house on repeat. So I would be listening to Elvis and Roy Orbison and Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash on repeat in the house. And she would always, you should see the photos of me when I was a baby, she was always dancing around the house with me and singing, and so that's, and my love for music, man, I think my first word was Jolene.
One thing I have to tell you, JD, and that is I love all of your songs. I really do. And everything you were just talking about in terms of, we talked about lyrics, we talked about your dancing. I think all of that is showcased in what I think is my favorite song of yours, and also my favorite video, Whatever. You do it all in that video. How much fun was it making that?
The video, people ask me about this video all the time, and I love the video. I say to them, the video was a doco. It was a documentary. This was written, the song was written on the night that we showed in the video. We were all hanging out on my front porch on my property, me and my girls, and we wanted to go out. It was a Friday, early Friday after, in the evening, late Friday afternoon. And we were sitting there going, oh, we want to go out, but oh my God, we weren't dirty. We just had jeans, literally what I've got on now, just Daisy Duke, or not, I've got Daisy Dukes on at the moment, but I had jeans and a flannel on, and I just said, whatever, let's go. Let's just jump in the 4x4, go to the Big Smoke and go and have a night out. And that's what we did. And we got into the Big Smoke, and all the girls in the lineup, the red velvet lineup, have you seen? Okay, they all look so glamorous. They're all in their dresses and their heels, and then there's just a whole bunch of country girls. So we got to the front of the line, and the bouncer literally did these ones. Just looked at someone now. We said, look, we're not going to be in any trouble. We just want to come in for a dance. So he said, yeah, girls, in you go. And we had the best night. And we had girls from the city joining us by the end of the night. They'd kicked their heels off. They'd taken their hair pieces out of their hair. They were dancing and they were having fun. And the song was just about doing whatever you want, wear whatever you want, be who you are. Don't care what whatever anyone thinks of you. And it's amazing how when girls just show their true selves and their smiles and their laughter and their joy, that's when, people look at them and go, oh, wow, what awesome, what an awesome aura, what an awesome vibe. And it was on the way home, I wrote Whatever. I wrote the song, and my friends call it, oh God, JD's gone off with the fairies, because I go silent. And they know to leave me alone. And I wrote the song straight away. And then I said, we've got to do a video, and we've got to do the video exactly the way it happened. One of my girls did try to jump on the bar that night and have a dance. I said, we're going to get chucked out, get down. But that video is a doco, and I think that vibe just comes across in the video, and that's why people love it.
It's a lot of fun. I like that. And I like the idea of a girls' night out, and that's it. No, there's it's non-negotiable.
Absolutely. And we had made so many friends by the end of the night, and friends that you think you wouldn't make. So the girls all in their designer gear with their designer stilettos on and looking prestige, but just pristine and perfect. You should have seen them at the end of the night. There were shoes everywhere, the hair off, everyone was dancing around, and we had a really great time. And that's whatever. That's the heart and soul of whatever.
Well, there's another great song that you wrote called 8 Seconds, which is very popular with rodeo fans all across the world, actually. What inspired you to write that? Have you participated in the rodeo at all?
I was at the Rodeo National Finals in December of 2019, and I make friends really quickly. I love having a chat. I love talking with people. I love getting their life stories. I love it. And so I was sitting in a casino, like a little casino lounge thing near a reception, and all these just beautiful, I call beautiful cowgirls, girls just walked in, and I just went, oh my God, like they look like they've just come straight out of a magazine. So I went and plonked myself down. I said, hey girls, how you doing? And they were the wives and girlfriends of a lot of the top bull riders in the world. So I started talking with them, and within minutes, we got deep. We started talking about life and love and the journey that they're on, because nobody talks about that. The journey that they're on as a girlfriend, the journey that they're on as a wife, and I just found them all so inspiring. And I walked away with 8 seconds in my head. I just walked away with that song, with this idea, and I'm so honoured that the world of PBR and rodeo just really embraced that song. And I had some of the top bull riders in the world reaching out on social saying thank you. I played this song to my mum and she broke down and she cried. My wife met you in Vegas and said, man, this JD's got a beautiful soul. You should hear this song. And so I was just so honored that they embraced it and loved it.
And not only that, JD, that song went to #1 on the charts. And yes. The only thing I can think of that's better than having a #1 song is following it up with another one. And now here we are for the last 3 weeks. You've done it again with a little piece of your heart, topping the charts for the last 3 weeks. What's it like having back-to-back #1s?
Knocked me over with a feather, Bill. I was, to get any #1, it is an absolute joy. It is, for me, it's just one of those, oh my goodness moments. You just feel such happiness in your soul. And when 8 seconds went to #1, oh, cartwheels dancing. I was so happy. And then when I wrote A Little Piece of Your Heart, I knew it was special. I loved it. It was a softer side of me. And so backing up 8 seconds with a song like A Little Piece of Your Heart, there were a couple of people, outside noise I call it, oh, I think you need to do something a little bit more similar to 8 seconds or something similar to whatever. And I just say, nope, I will do what I want. Just like I always do. So I released A Little Piece of Your Heart, and everyone loved it. It went to #1, and I just was so happy. Then the week after, back to, and then 3 weeks in a row, Bill. I don't know. I'm a little bit speechless, which is very hard for me, as you can tell.
Well, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. And again, kudos to you for sticking to your guns on that.
Thank you so much. And the funny thing is, it's ironic, isn't it? A Little Piece of Your Heart is about ignoring outside noise. It is about trying to block out those outside influences and trust your own heart. And so I thought, well, who am I going to be to write this song that I love so much and that I'm very passionate about, and then listen to outside noise about it? I'm not doing that. It's not who I am. I'll write whatever I want. I'll release whatever I want. And here we go, back to whatever. A Little Piece of Your Heart came out and everyone fell in love with it. And I was just hoping that people would fall in love with it, because I've had these back-to-back #1 hits, and yeah, A Little Piece of Your Heart, #1 for 3 weeks in a row. But as long as it's #1 in my heart and #1 in the hearts of my fans, that's a #1 song to me.
Yeah, and JD, I'll have to tell you, one of the things that really impressed me with that particular song is because I love the tempo of 8 seconds and obviously the fun and energy of whatever, but lyrically, this latest song is really powerful. And it's just, you followed your heart and put it out, and obviously that was a good idea, and millions of other people agree with you. So I just think it's such a powerful message, and just so well written, and it's really a beautiful song. And I think the perfect complement to what you put out before.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I really do appreciate those kind words. It's a song that was really close to my heart, still is. It's about really blocking that outside noise, y'all. God, please listen to your own heart. That's what it's about. And it's about doing life your way. And it's a love song. And oh God, it brought out the hopeless romantic in me.
It's a great message. It really is. JD, as an artist, what are your biggest hopes? I think you might have already just said it, but if there's anything more, and what are your biggest concerns or challenges?
My biggest hope is that my music touches as many hearts and brings as much joy and happiness to as many lives as possible. I love just sharing the love and bringing people joy. I love it when people leave me messages saying, your posts on Insta light up my day, and they say thank you. I love that. I love bringing that joy to people. I'm a really happy person, and so I've got a lot of happiness to share. And so I know a lot of people are searching for happiness, searching for joy. So if I can give you a little bit of mine and share a little bit of mine, yay for me. That's cool. What I would love to do, I love to get out in front of people. I want to tour. I want to see my fans. I want to cry with them when we play A Little Piece of Your Heart live. And my biggest concern is that I hope that big tech doesn't take the heart and the purity out of music. I hope it's difficult for me to explain. I think we're going into a very, very high tech world, and as a country kid, it's a very foreign world to me. So I just hope that big tech doesn't take the realness and the beauty of realness and the beauty of rawness and the beauty of just being a pure, unaltered human. I hope it doesn't take that beauty away from people, because it's awesome. So treasure it.
JD, I think the best way to keep that from happening and to keep, artificial intelligence or robots from writing songs is for you to keep doing. The best antidote against it is what you're doing and the joy that you're bringing from the real and the authenticity of your lyrics and your sound. You keep doing it. Big tech's got no shot.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. And I think the listeners are really smart too, Bill and Rosie. I think that they're smart. They'll be able to hear a real heart and real soul, and that's what they'll connect with, because it's not it's about a feeling that you get in your heart, and you can only have those feelings when you're a human.
Very true.
Yeah. So JD, what can your fans look forward to the rest of this year? And by any chance, might there be any ventures or trips to the U.S. anytime in the future?
Yes, I'm a very positive person. I'm excited about the future. I have oh man, I'd love to spill the beans. I'm such a bean spiller, y'all. But you got to be careful. So, look, I've got some really exciting things coming up. I would love to just pack my bag full of bikinis and guitar and get over to America, and I'll pack some boots and jeans too, and see my fans and do a tour. I'd love to collaborate with someone who I really connect with on that really cool spiritual level. That would be really cool. I have something a little bit cool happening in the over the next few weeks, actually. And so just keep an eye on it. Yeah, keep an eye on it. And I can't wait to share it with y'all. I really can't.
Wow. You are a joyful soul. Where does that come from, JD? Just following your heart?
My brothers tell me I'm annoyingly happy.
Well, if you're going to be annoying, that's the way to do it.
That's right.
So I think it just comes from my mum and the way that she brought us all up. Just be happy, kids. Just be happy. As long as you're happy, you got the world at your feet, and find happiness in whatever you want to find happiness in. So she's a free spirit. She's just, she's a wild country girl. And I got that from my mum, and look, all the family's the same. All my cousins are the same. We've just all got this kind of free spirit about us.
Well, you've got a beautiful bloodline going on there, and it has been so much fun having you on the show, JD. Your joy is contagious, as Bill said. And we're grateful to have met you, and we look forward to seeing what you're going to do and when you come over to the United States in those jeans, boots, and bikinis.
Boots and jeans and t-shirts. Yeah,
there you go.
So that's all I'll be packing. Boots, jeans, tees, a couple of bikinis. I can't wait. As soon as I'm there, I'll reach out and say, Rosie and Bill, come and get to a show, and
there you go.
have a dance with us all. It's a fun show. It's a fun show, that's for sure.
Well, we'll be there. And thank you so much for joining us, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Tuck on my hair under a trucker's cap. No heels, no skirts, no dresses, no none of that. Boots and jeans and t-shirts will be just fine. Tonight I'm not a girly girl, I leave that all behind for a no muss, no fuss kind of night. Credit cards in the butt of my jeans, drinks on me tonight, so let's go. Ignore the boys drinking beer at the bar, and we don't give a shit no matter how fine you are. 'Cause this is our night to do whatever we like, and it doesn't include the likes of you taking us home tonight. Your country boy charm won't get you too far, 'cause no, we don't need the ride home, we brought our own car. This is our night to do whatever we like, and it doesn't include the likes of you taking us home tonight. Stare all you like, we don't care how we look. It's all about how we feel, and we're feeling good. This is what I call a great one-night stand. Just me and the girls on the bus after booze and the killer friggin' band. This is a no muss, no fuss kind of night. Credit cards in the butt of my jeans, drinks on me tonight, so let's go. Ignore the boys drinking beer at the bar, and we don't give a shit no matter how fine you are. 'Cause this is our night to do whatever we like, and it doesn't include the likes of you taking us home tonight. Your country boy charm won't get you too far, 'cause no, we don't need the ride home, we brought our own car. This is our night to do whatever we like, and it doesn't include the likes of you taking us home tonight. Quit looking at us and sizing us up and stripping us in your mind. Are you looking at stealing my credit card? Are you checking out my behind? Whatever. This is a no muss, no fuss kind of night. Credit cards in the butt of my jeans, drinks on me tonight, so let's go. Ignore the boys drinking beer at the bar, and we don't give a shit no matter how fine you are. 'Cause this is our night to do whatever we like, and it doesn't include the likes of you home tonight. Country boy.